I saw some like off-season throws from Stafford to you, but I've not really put this together yet. Davante Adams, Los Angeles Ram. What does this feel like on day 2 of training camp?
Feels great. It does. It feels really good. First of all, it's a lot cooler than the last few training camps I've had. Last year in Costa Mesa was a little breezy, but this feels great. The vibe feels great. Everything about it's been good.
Did you even break a sweat today? What's going on? You have Veteran Day already? What's happening? It's day 2.
This is year 12 though, so we got to make sure we ready to go for week 1. A lot of numbers in there, but yeah, I had a solid day yesterday. Came out day 1, and we all kind of got grooving, got our feet wet, and just managing a little bit, just making sure we're still running, doing what we got to do, just a little off the body.
Is Coach exactly what you thought he would be like from everything you knew about him? Of course, the recruiting thing, iconic, now infamous, you're in Tokyo,
Yeah.
but when you finally get to be in person with him in those meetings, is he as advertised, or what stood out?
I would say I think I've mentioned this before, but I don't know if I've ever gotten universal feedback about a human being, and then it turned out to be like 100% accurate. Getting around him and just seeing how he is as a person, the respect he has for players, the way he communicates. Just the vibe, just the sameness every single day. Like you love that in your coach, and you love the respect that he gives. From the bottom to the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody, and you can see it. That's why they speak the way that they do about him. And it's been fun for me to get to know him even more, just because I feel like we were not enemies, but opponents.
Yeah.
I would see him and like his vibe, and he obviously was a fan of my film as well. So. Yeah, it's great to be able to be on the same side together now.
He said you're very swaggy as you walked up. That's what he said. I go, what do you make of Davante? He goes, he's very swaggy.
Okay.
Do you two have the same mentality? And what I mean, obviously, you're a little bit more laid back, in my opinion. He's a little bit more intense. I think that's changed as time's gone on. It's year 9 of him as head coach. He really harps on his mistakes. Like he will, whenever I talk to him, he's always talking about learning from the mistakes. And he's always like, I would want this play back. And he'll think about these things. Do you think that way, or do you move on or compartmentalize? He's always like right there thinking about getting better every second.
Well, I think in his situation, the way he does it, there's nothing wrong with it. There's certain ways you can go about harping on things to where it's more negative and it doesn't allow you to move forward.
Right.
He has the growth in mind, I think, when he's talking about not being satisfied with basically what he's done, which is the mentality of all the greats. I mean, I feel like Jordan was that way. Kobe, with the, job's not done, that job ain't finished. That whole mentality, that's the greats are never satisfied where they are, and they're always trying to continue to elevate. And having won a Super Bowl, he knows what it takes now. So, when you see certain things or people want to acknowledge the small accomplishments along the way, you as a great, you want to sit there and just kind of be like, I appreciate it, but let's ease up a little bit on the congratulations, and we're gonna continue to push and hopefully match what we've done, if not exceed it.
You want to be on the same page as Matthew Stafford. He's not out there. There's Veteran Days. You're 12 years in. He's 17 years in. How do you manage that? Like you and him personally, how do you guys figure out how to get on the same page?
Just a lot of communication. I mean, a lot of what goes on out there is a product of what's happening in the building. We only have a short time when we come out here, especially during camp. I mean, we're here all damn day and only on the field for 2 hours, maybe less than 2 hours sometimes. So, just all the communication, the tape, and all the classroom work that we do together. That's ultimately what leads to us having a good product when we get on the field.
Is it like a text chain? Do you guys like play a board game, cards? Like none of that. It's just all business right now.
I would say when I first got here. There was a couple times where I maybe texted him or he texted me something just based off something we felt in practice, and that will happen sometimes, but for the most part it's just the communication in person. I feel like you can get more out of that interaction when you eye to eye.
Aaron can't be happy you're playing with an NFC foe of his, though.
No,
Come on, NFC North foe, come on.
Aaron's got to be happy. I mean, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
We got to try it again together and gave that another shot. So that stone wasn't left unturned. We did what we had to do, and it just obviously didn't work. But just like for me, I wish him nothing but luck, and I know he's going to go out there and ball out too.
Do you know that this time last year, you were telling me how much you respected Puka's game?
Mm-hmm.
Like I can go back and think of exactly where I was in my studio and where you were talking about how much you respect how he approaches the game, how tough of a player is. What is that dynamic like now that you get to be with him?
I feel like if I respected him then, like, I don't even know what to call it at this point. And a lot of it is, I mean, It's obviously what I've seen before from, what he can do on the field, but just him as a person, him as a young receiver, just being an open vessel and truly, like, the look in his eyes, like, when I'm talking to him, it's like literally I can just see him just receiving the information and really trying to process it to do, good things with it. And that's all I ask for in a young player, especially one that has the potential like what he has, is just maximize it. And if you have somebody like me who's done it a different way and studied it different and, got a couple tricks of the trade that can maybe help you to where you don't have to bump your, stub your toe as much as what I did, then, use it. And he's doing nothing but that right now.
Who gets to 1,000 yards first, you or Puka?
That's funny you say that. So me and Tutu were actually just talking about this in the locker room. And if you talk to him at any point, you could ask him. He asked me what's the most I ever had in the season and, like, what's my goals, right? And I told him, I gave him, like, a goal that I don't share that stuff on camera because that's only bad. But it's like
your veteran right here. He knows that's not the move.
It's a very general goal too. It's not like a specific number, but it's like more about just the way I want to do it. And I said, well, yeah, I feel like I could get 2K. Like I feel like that really wouldn't be that crazy. But I said, I don't know how much I want to have 2K on this team. And he was just kind of looking at me crazy. I was like, because at the end of the day, like, so much of my enjoyment and the way that I show my excitement, I don't do it a lot. I score a touchdown, I'm like, try to be Mr. Cool Guy all the time, and I can't help it. That's just what comes to mind. I don't think to dance and to be all, crazy celebrations. But when one of my boys scores, or like, if G scored last year, or Randall in the past, or whoever it was, Geronimo Allison, whoever it is, I was the most excited person.
We love you, Davante.
I was the most
amazing.
excited person in the world, and that's how I'm going to be this year. So, if I need to get 2K, I mean, we definitely are ready for that, but I don't think it'll need to be that type of season. But I'm ready for every ball that comes my way.
Yeah,
for
Derek Stingley week 1 will be so fun to watch. I can't freaking wait for that. That's all I keep thinking about. Let's say you make it to the 2K. How will we do it? Any insight into how you, ideally, in your head, how you want to be used? Outside, slot, what's the story?
I mean, wherever the man with the plan, the one you were just talking to, he's figured out a way to so far move me around all over the place to where our defense is, having to stay honest and stay on their toes. So whatever he decides to do, I'm sure we'll be able to make it work.
You don't like to celebrate. You like to be cool. On the 43rd catch of this year, will you do me a favor as your biggest fan and celebrate a little? Do you know what 43 catches would give you?
I don't know, 43 more catches.
1,000 career receptions.
Wow. Okay.
That moves you on to 16th in history. If you average 73 grabs a year over the 2 that you have here so far, you crack top 5 all time. 43rd catch. Can I get a little? I'm going to guess that's like week 3, week 4.
What do you want me to do?
I have no idea. I'm not going to. I just think I'd like to see you give a little, just do a little something.
On 43, what if it's like 3rd and 7 and I catch it 3rd and 5 and I like at the 5 yards and I'm 2 yards short, but that's 43.
I could care less.
Just
something
go
from
for it,
Stafford
regardless.
to you. I think you should absolutely do that. No, you don't think so?
Not in that situation. I'll give you some. If the thing is, I'm not aware of where I'm at half the time. Like if I have like a big catch game, I don't know when I hit 10. Like I have no idea. Usually like. I mean, if you got 3 catches, that's pretty easy. But once you start getting, racking them up, like, I'm just my awareness level, like, during a game like that, I'm so aware of where people are to where I can't really know where my numbers are.
You are so glad that I'm not at your games where you would know exactly how many catches you had and I'd be screaming from the sidelines. I love that.
Well, maybe we need that. I don't know.
I would love that. What else is sticking out to you at Rams camp before we let you go? Just obviously, it's still a little bit fresh, but what is giving you the most confidence right now in this team?
I mean, honestly, a situation like what we just had. Yesterday we had a basically flawless, as much as you can, walk through or jog through before practice, and we came out and everybody's, intentionality was there and everybody was really dialed in, and it was clear that it was like day one, everybody's bright eye and bushy tail. And then today we came out and it wasn't bad in any way. It just the energy levels were a little bit lower. Sean pulled us up maybe halfway through, and it was no yelling, nothing crazy. It was a little weird, honestly, because he just kind of called us up and said, "Hey, can we agree that we're not maybe gelling and communicating, flying around the way we were yesterday? And it's a jog through, so not about the speed, but just to be able to calmly pull everybody together, and then from there, boom, everybody's attention to detail went through the roof, and you could just see it was like a switch. Like once it was said one time, just having that type of focus and intentionality from a young team, leadership, that's what you need to be a good team.
Tell me about this. What was it, 20 miles per hour? What did they clock you at?
When was that?
When was that? 20 miles per hour when? It was, hold on, I have it here. 20 miles per hour last year against the Jags. Mm-hmm. You didn't know that? Yeah, come on.
Well, I mean, I've exceeded that. I feel like that's not that fast.
I was going to say, can we get 21 in this balmy LA weather this year?
I think I had a 23 in 24 in 23 against Miami with the Raiders. I hit like a 22, 23.
2015 you hit 20, and people are freaking out that you're still doing the same 12 years later.
Hey man, that's these vet days.
That's these vet days. I'm sure you're excited to not partake in the preseason.
I'm thrilled about that. Yeah, yes.
Thrilled about that. I'm sure. So you can just look very swaggy on the sideline.
There we go.
Do you have a different role as a leader right now on this team? Is it changed at all?
It's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I come in. I'm not really worried about being like this rah-rah leader when I come in. More leading by example, showing them how to do it, and answering the bell whenever I'm called on. That's a big thing in leadership, is being able to be expected a lot of you and answer. So that's something that I pride myself on, is allowing that pressure to kind of elevate my game and elevate my mindset, and I'm feeling good right now.
One of the only questions on this team this year, the tough division, but the secondary. People are trying to clown on the secondary, and I'm like, well, Davante's going to make them better every day.
100%.
He's going to make them better. Is there anybody who's sticking out to you, Lake perhaps, or anybody that
Q,
looks great on secondary?
That's who I would have said. Q's flying around. He had a really good day yesterday. Great energy. I mean, good in his run fits. Was all over the field in pass coverage. He tried to defend me on one of them and couldn't, but he's getting closer. So. That was good by him there as well. As
much as I like that bracelet, I just really feel like a Super Bowl ring.
I will burn this thing. I will burn this thing two times if I can get some hardware on this pinky, or which finger should
I don't even know.
Not the pinky. Let's go middle finger or index. It'll be one of these two.
I hope it's so big that you can it's both. It's a whole maybe it could be a bracelet at that point.
4-finger ring.
At that point.
We'll cover all of them.
And it's in the Bay Area. That would be pretty nice.
I think, yeah.
Pretty nice story.
That would be amazing.
I'm wishing that for you, of course. Go out there and do your thing.
Thank
Celebrate on the 43rd catch no matter what it is. We'll be back. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.